Hi everybody, how you doing? This is Usha Pandit, your Mindsprings English Teacher. And today I've got you words that confuse a lot of people. It's quit, quite, and quiet. Quite and quiet. Okay? So let's look at how we say them. I've broken it up. So you first say wit, right? You say wit. And then if you put a K in front, you get quit. So it's quit. Okay? Here you start with kite. So all of us know how to say kite. And if you put a W in it, it will become quite. So it's quite. It's one syllable, quite. In this one, there are two syllables. Qua is said separately and it is said separately. So you have qua-et, qua-et. Some people say qua-it. Some people say qua-et. Both are okay, but they are two clear syllables. Now let's look at the meanings, because when we do the meanings, we do the parts of speech and the grammar, these words become very, very clear. Otherwise, what happens is we read them in some context, in a book or a text, and it doesn't quite sit properly in the way in which we understand it, and therefore we need to understand their meanings. So, quit, what does it mean? It means to give up, to leave, or to stop. So, if I say quit smoking, then what does it mean? It means give up smoking, do not smoke. Or if I say quit my job, then it means that I have left my job. Now when we come to quit, now let's do this first. So you've got, this is the meaning. What's a part of speech? To quit is a verb, and therefore you can use it in all its forms. I'm quitting my job. I had quit my job. I have been thinking of quitting. So you can use it in all its forms, all the verb forms. You can use this word quit. Sentences would be, as I said, she quit smoking, I quit my job, and you can say quit harassing me. Don't harass me, stop it. When you say that, you say quit harassing me, right? So these are your sentences. Now let's go to quite. Quite actually means actually, or a lot, or a little. It's very strange. It can mean a lot or it can mean a little, depending upon the context. Who are you talking about? Depending on that, it can mean very or it can mean a little, so-so. So it's a degree. So therefore it's an adverb here. It's a degree. It can also mean almost pretty, fairly pretty, very pretty, all of that. And it can also be an answer. So if someone says to me, it's a beautiful day, isn't it? I might say, quite. Short word in agreement, quite. That means, yes, it is. Okay? So it's also used like that. Now, what are the parts of speech? It's an adjective or an adverb of degree, depending upon whether you're saying something about a person or you're saying something about an action, a doing. So you can drive fast and then you're talking about the driving, aren't you? So fast therefore is an adverb. And if I say he drove quite fast, then I'm talking about the degree of his driving. Now if he's a racing driver, then quite would mean very, very fast. And if you say he drove quite fast, but I don't know why he got a ticket, then it would mean, well, it wasn't so fast and still he got a ticket. So that's quite, it's an adjective or an adverb of degree. So you have quite busy, quite good, quite hungry, quite clearly, this is not the color that I asked for. Don't we say that? Quite clearly. That means it's very, very clear. This is not what I asked for. So quite clearly. So some of them will be adjectives and some of them will be adverbs depending upon what you're talking about. Whether you're talking about an action or whether you're talking about a person. Right. So the sentences there are, he's quite right, she's quite stubborn, he drives quite fast. So those are some of the sentences that show you this word quiet. Let's go to the quiet. Shh, quiet. Don't make a noise. Shh. This is quiet, quiet, right? Calm, it means calm, be silent. It also means low in energy. If you say something is quiet, it's not always about sound, it is also about energy. If I say, oh, you're very quiet today, it doesn't always mean you're silent, but it could mean low in energy. And you're just sitting there and not interacting with anyone. You're not really, your usual self. I might use it for energy and I might use it for activity. So I've got a sentence that says, business is quiet. Isn't it? If you say, how's business? And you say, oh, quiet. That means there's not much activity. There's not much going around to give us a lot of profits. It's quiet. So this is a noun. So you can put it as a noun by saying the quiet. The quiet in this room really scares me. Or I can say in a graveyard, the quiet is very, very scary. Or I can do it as an adjective if I say it's a quiet room, right? So the room can be a quiet room, or I can say it's a quiet boy, or it's a quiet playground. All this can be used as adjectives because they have nouns after them. And of course, shh, be quiet. Be quiet is an adverb because you're telling the be is the verb there, and say be quiet is an adverb. You be quiet. That's what I'm trying to say. The quiet graveyard was creepy. He is a quiet man. Business is quiet. So these are the ways in which we use this word. So I hope it's clear. Quit, quiet, and quiet. 3 words that cause confusion. And what's the tip to make you kind of, I always give you tips on how to remember them. Remember, quit and quiet is 1 syllable and quiet is 2 syllables. And remember this word shh. So when you remember shh and et, you put an et and shh. That's all you need to remember. 2 syllables, et and shh. That's shh, quiet, et. Okay? You just remember this and you will be fine. So let's get on with exercises now. Let's see whether you can solve these. You should talking in a library. So now when you see library, it has to be a quiet library, isn't it? Library, you don't make a noise. You can't say in a quit library. You're not quitting the library. And you can't say quiet library. It doesn't make sense. So it is quiet. So you should, here it will be quit talking in a quiet library as it is disturbing to others. It is quite. It's quite disturbing to others. So it's not very good. It's very disturbing if you start talking in a library. It is dash difficult to be dash in the classroom. It is quite. See, whenever you put this word quite, you can substitute it with very. So if it makes sense when you put very, then the word quite is absolutely safe, right? So if I can say it is very difficult, or I can say it's quite difficult. To be quiet. Now if you tell children to be quiet in the classroom, that's not so easy. Children are bubbly, children are energetic, and they are likely to talk. So, dash, punishing them. So what are we saying? So, quit. Teachers, quit punishing them. Do not punish children because they are talking. That's their nature. The third one is let's go to a dash restaurant and talk frankly about why you, your job. Now see, this is quit straight away. Quit the job. Now let us talk. I could say very frankly. That's what I said. Don't worry about that word. Just substitute it with very, and it should make sense. And therefore, I'm going to put here quite. Not the ET, but the T, because it stands for very. Let's go to therefore, a quiet. Two syllables. Quiet. Quiet. Quiet restaurant. ET. Shh. Quiet restaurant. So I hope you enjoyed that lesson. Do subscribe to our channel, and there is in the description there is our website link. Do go to our website and look for our books. Writing with Ease is a book that will give you a lot of these confusing words and show you how to make sure that you don't make mistakes about them. Also, in the comment box, tell me what you would like me to do, and I will help you with a lot of these grammar problems that you have or errors that you make. I'll explain them to you. So till we meet again, bye-bye.